In this demonstration, I'm logged in as a committee member that is not set up as the manager in Interfolio or usually what we might refer to as the committee chair. This is a committee member who is not responsible for loading files or forwarding the case. As a committee member, when I log in, I make sure I'm on the Fresno State side, not my dossier, and I can see the cases that have been assigned to me. Today I'm going to look at the Victor E. Bulldog case that's due pretty soon. So to open up the case, I click on his name. When the case opens up, there are two basic sides, the case materials and case details. The other item you might be interested in, I think you will be, is the read case. I think a best practice is to start by going to case details, scrolling down until you get to the committee access log, and start by filling it out. If every time you come in, you fill out one of these forms, fill it out with your new date. This is recording the dates that you accessed the file, much like the log sheet did in the front of a paper binder. At the end of the process, when you have your deliberations, you will select one of those options. But for now, I'm just going to save my response that I was actually in the file. Once I'm done, I'll go back to case materials and I will read the case. To read the case, I click Read Case and it generates an online binder for me. On the left-hand side are sections that were created in the template for the applicant to use, for the candidate to use. These sections were created by the template, not by the faculty member. In addition, any area that's marked admin only or from the PAF, those items are from the dean's office staff. They are not from the faculty member. So some of the order is a little different compared to what you're used to, but according to the policy, the dean's office is required to load information into this working personnel file. To move through this binder, you can open up these sections. You can click on Files. You can use these options down at the bottom to next page. You can make pages smaller. You can make them larger. You can go to the next material and scroll through that way. I also have my mouse in this middle. I can use my scroll bar to scroll down. I could use the bar on the right-hand side also. That's how you move around. You can also move the mouse up and down here to access files throughout the presentation, the case. Another feature you have is this thing called Annotations. And as you move through the file, you can create annotations. Annotations are simply notes. Think of them as Post-it notes. They're going to be attached to a page and they're accessible through here, and you can flip through them like they were Post-it notes and bounce through your file. You can also create annotations or delete them. If I wanted to annotate this page, for example, oops, it has one. Let's find a different one. I want to annotate the inventory to find it again. I click on this button down at the bottom and point to where I want it. I can write a note, something I might want to remember, why I've put the Post-it note there. It could be a bookmark type note, whatever you wish. When I come back to Annotations, I can see my new annotation. And again, I can use those to bounce. I can also come back to an annotation and delete it. So you could use it to mark a spot where you left off and delete it and move it as you go through the binder. That's how you read a case. When you're done reading the case, you've had your deliberations and you're ready to move on to the next case or be done with this one. You will come down to your log sheet, go to fill out the form, and you will answer any additional questions. I did come in one extra day. I'll add that date. I did participate, and I'm going to submit my form. And now I am done reading this case, and the committee chair is ready to move forward.